Good morning, Jairo. Sure, bro.
Hey, Esteban.
Hi, how are you? How are you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, today I'm not bad, but last few weeks it's been a great storm, and I don't know if I have told you. I think I did. My wife is pregnant.
Oh yeah, your
Uh,
wife. Yeah.
yeah. So we, how to say it? We went into a storm with sickness. My
Mm-hmm.
wife got sick, like sinusitis, bronchitis. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
what it was. And
Mm-hmm.
after was my daughter, my little daughter.
Oh wow.
When running to the hospital one day, this was last week,
Mm-hmm.
because the fever wasn't didn't want to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So
It was like
uh,
too high.
yeah, too high, very too high. So we went to the hospital because we called the doctor, right? And the advice he gave us is to go to the hospital. So long
How
story
old
short,
is your daughter?
4 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah, long story short, we stood like 4 or 5 days at the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, because even we were in the hospital the first
Mm-hmm.
night we were in the hospital. The
Mm-hmm.
fever was too high, even in the hospital at night. So the doctor said that they had to use the catheter to give the antibiotics. Is
Mm-hmm.
that the right word?
Yeah, antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Uh, so we couldn't go out because she had to had 5 days of antibiotics and
Antibiotics. Um,
antibiotics.
you know what? Bronco. No, what's the name? I think it's like this. Bronco Baxon.
Oh
Baxon.
yeah, the vitamins, right?
Yeah, have you given that to them, to
After
your
my
kids?
daughter is still with an antibiotics right now,
Mm-hmm.
but just um taken by normal.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, the doctor will give this vancomycin, and let after there's a
It's a very good vitamin.
yeah,
Expensive because it's like $40, I think.
but it's cheaper than having
Oh,
in the hospital, so it's worth it
that's what I said.
for sure, man, for sure.
When the doctor said that I could give this to my son, Bronchobaxon, I said, and how much is that? I'm gonna buy it. He was like, but it's expensive because it's $40. I mean, that's a lot less expensive than having my son sick
That's right. Yeah,
and run to the
that's right.
hospital because I think it was 2 months ago. Um 2 months ago he was sick again. He was with fever, like and but it was not because of the flu or anything like it or cough. It was something else. But we're on July, right? So it's been half of the year and he has not gotten sick of flu because of these vitamins. Um, I gave
No,
this
for sure, with the
vitamin by the end of last year, and he's been good. I took them as well. I took the vitamins as well, and I haven't gotten sick for the half of the year. When in a regular life, by this time I had already gotten sick like 2 times,
Mhm.
same as my son, but none of us have gotten sick.
No, for sure.
It's a
So
very good vitamin.
it's been a hard month this month because we were
Oh,
in the
I know.
hospital like twice.
And seeing your kids sick, I think this
No,
uh is the
frightening is the
worst.
word. Like, no, no, it's
It's
really
the
hard.
worst. Yeah, like I think like the only us who are fathers understand like like how
Mhm.
hard that is. Like when we see them sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Good morning, Benjamin.
Mr. Ben,
Hey guys, good morning.
hey, how are you?
How you doing? I'm doing good, thanks.
Just give me one moment. Be right back.
Sure. How was your weekend, Ben?
Really busy for this one. Even though it was a long weekend, it was a really
Oh yeah,
busy
it
one.
was. It was. Right now I connected and I was like, what day is today? Yeah. Sorry, let me close this door.
Sure.
Uh,
Hey, how's your daughter, man?
Good morning.
How's your daughter?
Right now it's better. Today she went to the hospital to the school after 3 weeks, man.
Oh,
So she was excited.
I can imagine that. And also the parents.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I don't like this light. Yeah, it really was a long weekend. I liked it. On Thursday, I was like, oh, I was exhausted. Like I was like um, really exhausted. My last class was from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and when I was like, oh man. But it was good. That group is very good as well, so it was not like that hard. But yeah, when I finished at 10, I was like, oh man, like
Nice
really I
fire.
can. I think this week has been too much. So I got drunk that day. But
I was about to say something about that, but I was like, I don't know if he likes to drink.
of
Maybe
course
I can get in trouble.
no, of course I drank. I got drunk and then on Friday
And then I woke up on Saturday.
and then I just woke up right now. No,
I don't remember what happened on
what did I
weekend.
do on Friday? I mean,
See?
I got drunk. Yeah, I got drunk, but I don't remember where. Where did I go? I think it was at a friend's house. And then on Saturday, my one of my best friends um graduated from college, and I went with his family to celebrate, and then at night
Another good
we got
reason.
yeah, and then at night we went to a very nice restaurant here in Santa Ana. It's a little bit expensive, but it's a very good restaurant. They have beers from Germany. Um, they're expensive, like they're like $4 each beer. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
we had like four or five, and then we went to to a
Too
to
cheap.
a to a very cheap restaurant. Yeah, to
To
have
keep the
our
party going.
yeah yeah, because we had four beers and each beer was $4, so that was expensive. And then to the other restaurant that we went, it was like $1.
$4 six beers.
Yeah, it was the other way around.
And it was the big one, the bigger
Uh,
ones.
I like the big ones, eh? Yeah.
The cholotona.
No, but yeah, like right now I was like, okay, so what day is today? No, but I was yesterday, Sunday, I forgot about Sunday. So I was talking about Friday and Saturday, but Sunday, yesterday I was with my mom. She came to my house because I live alone. So she came to my house and we spent the day together. We went to have some soup, very nice soup here in the city.
La
Uh,
levanta muerto soup.
yeah, it was a very
She
nice
knew.
one.
She knew.
No, she doesn't. Well, she knows I drink, but she doesn't like me drinking. Yeah.
Of course. But I think she was like, okay, my son is going to have a party. He's going to go at night. Probably he will like to have a soup on Monday on
He will
Sunday.
need me. He will need me. No, I only have one. I mean, I have three bedrooms here in my house, but I only have one bed. The other two rooms are empty. So I was like, yeah, last night I was like, oh man, I wanna have some rest, and I didn't sleep in my bed because she was sleeping in my bed, so I had to sleep in that
Mhm.
couch or sofa there.
Okay.
And I was like, it was 8:30 p.m. and I wanted to sleep. I thought I was not gonna make it, but yeah, I had some rest. Today I woke up like around 5:30 and I was like nice and ready to work. And I was like, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good because I rested the week. I really rested during the weekend. So,
I think if you can rest at the end of the weekend, you are good to go on Monday. But if you spend the entire Sunday doing
oh,
things, even though it is
when
not
you go
like
out, like when you go out and you go to Ruta de las Flores, you go to the beach, and then when you come
yeah,
back at night, you're
you're
tired as
more
hell.
exhausted than you how you
yeah,
started the
you're
weekend.
screwed.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
that's
screwed.
right. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
sad. That didn't happen in the past, like 15, 20 years ago.
What?
It was a different story. That you feel like a destroyed person
Oh,
after having a party or something
oh
on
yeah.
Sundays. I
Like
remember
20,
when I was in
yeah, you're saying like 20 pounds ago.
ago.
20 pounds ago. That's a new one. Very good one.
Yeah, I remember that when I was at university at college, I partied not just during the weekend. Sometimes we were, I mean, not
On Mondays.
like big party on
Mondays
Monday,
during the
right? But
week as
the time
well.
we were like with my friends on Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, hey, do you want to do something? Yeah, let's go. Right. So we went to a bar or something, and we spent a couple of hours then, and we came back around 11 probably. And next day it was like nothing happened, right? But
How,
nowadays it is a
how
totally
old are
different
you?
story. 36.
36. You, Archibald?
40. I just
40?
turned 40 like 2 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for you, man.
I'm
Oh,
almost
Franco.
there. I'm
Yeah,
38,
I don't know.
so
Yeah, I don't know if you have watched Franco Escamillas
yeah.
talking about the turn
Oh, we're
40.
talking about that? No, but yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he
What
was
does he
telling like,
say?
yeah, like when you're 20s or 30s, you see the 40s like too far away. Like, oh man, that man is is almost dying.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
turning 40 is totally different. You feel like maybe you
Life
feel
is
like an
just
old
starting.
man, but you have interiors young man.
When yeah, I used to see people like that when they were like 30 something, and for me it was like a grown up person, like a
That's
not,
right.
and of course not like a very old person, like an elder, but it was like grown up. But
Mhm.
me, I'm 38 right now. On December, I'm gonna turn 39, and for me, I feel young. Of course, not a teenager, but I feel young.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Me too. I mean, probably my body doesn't think the same,
Yeah, that your
but
body is like, Ben, you're not 20,
yeah,
okay? You're
yeah,
40 something more.
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Now you care more about what you eat.
yeah.
about what you eat, about what you drink, about what you do.
You cannot drink
Um,
more than three.
yeah.
Yeah,
I actually went with one of my best friend yesterday to drink soup with my mom, and he was like, well, my mom was like, no, I'm not gonna drink the sopa de patas because my stomach. And then he's 33, and he was like, oh, I'm not gonna have sopa de pata either because my stomach. And he was like, man, I'm getting older because everything that I eat, you know, then my stomach aches. So
yeah,
That's right.
in whatever physical activity that you do, you need to think it twice. I mean, I I think one of the things that is part of growing up is to know your limits,
yeah.
because your body is not going to respond the same way.
Mm-mm.
Uh, I have noticed that, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, and I felt it playing basketball, playing soccer. It's sad. It's sad.
You know what? Last week, I think it was Monday or the week before, July 10th. Okay, so they're gonna charge the gym. SmartFit is gonna charge me the month stay absolute. That's the saddest part. But anyways, I went to the gym and I had this coach next to me and he was like, okay, so do this, do that, and then the next day I was like, oh, my whole body was aching. I I almost spent the day in bed, like oh man, I'm so
With
tired.
a fever.
And then like I didn't go to the gym like for 3 days, and then I was like, should I continue going to the gym or should I stop?
Should I
Like,
cancel the
yeah,
Is
it's
membership?
crazy, it's crazy, but it happened.
is this punishment going to be good for my body or not?
Yeah, I was
My
like, yeah, like should I still go or not go? Yeah, because the next day my whole body was aching, and I felt like if I was sick, like with fever or
Yeah,
something.
fear, yeah.
And I spent the day in bed. Yeah.
And you feel like you're going to die.
Yes. Yeah. We're getting older. I'm 38 right now, so I'm gonna turn on December. I'm gonna turn 39. But real like for real, I don't feel like I mean I don't feel like my 19s or 20s, but I don't feel dull. Do you
No,
feel
not
dull,
at all.
Osro?
No, not at all. No, I don't feel it. I feel like the time has passed
Yeah,
and you feel proud of your things that you have accomplished along your life,
I've
and you feel
heard.
like and you feel
Uh-huh.
like you have to do a lot more things,
More.
and the time is coming, it is going too fast.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
I've
Yep,
heard
true.
that you're in your 40s is when you also reflect more, think more about, you value more stuff as well. Yeah.
No, I feel like I am in a competition, and I am not getting like the last mile, but yeah, I need
You're
to
in the
think.
middle.
Yeah, I feel like in the middle. Let's say that you have done go buy a house. You
Uh,
feel like you have to buy it because the time is because you know you have to pay like 30 years the mortgage. Um, but the other things you keep going. You try to get that nice job. One friend of mine told me that at your 40, you should care about the job you have, the stuff
yeah.
you have to buy, and things like that. So you start to thinking, oh, the time has come. It's running. It is running fast.
You know how I feel? Hey, welcome Carlos, welcome George. You know how I feel? Like I messed up because I have messed up with in a lot of things in my life, but I still have the chance to do good things.
Mhm.
like
Nice,
like
like
like young things, right? Yeah.
that's right. Yes, I you still can make it up.
Yeah. So I can still have I mean I still have time. Um a good example of this is my father. My father is like 80 years old. He never I would say that he never lived with us because he never really did. He used to be working all the time. He would come to our house like once a month or twice a month, but it was like just come and say hey, and then he would leave again. So he never really lived with us. And then he went to the US like for 30, I think 28 or 30 years, and then he came back like 3 years ago. Now that he's 40, I mean not 80. uh and then now he is like, oh, I want to spend time with you, why don't you come to my house, why don't we go out for a coffee? And we're like, I mean, man, it's too late, bro. Yeah. So I think that's good. um us reflecting in our early 30 something or 40 years old and changing things, that's a good thing. I need to go for more water. I'll be back.
Dehydration is really bad. He's still recovering from the weekend.
I love you already did the exam, the final evaluation.
I
And
think George and Carlos did. I haven't yet.
I'm sorry, what, guys?
the
No,
final
if you did,
evaluation, you already did it, right?
Oh yeah, I did it on Friday.
And it's only about telling how to do a effective meeting. It's not you have to
That
prepare an effective meeting.
that is correct.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the original idea was to prepare something, but since this class is
Yeah,
very special, we all decided to improvise a little bit.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I understood on last week. That I remember, Benjamin, I asked you on
Yeah.
Thursday, I think. Yeah. So, what kind of meeting should I prepare? I was worried about that, and I even like yesterday night, I was like preparing something. So
Oh
I
no,
have both.
you're
I
cheating.
have both
You're
options.
cheating then. You don't have to prepare nothing. Yeah. You have to improvise. If not, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I remember my old days when I was in school. I remember that I get classes, English classes on weekends every Saturday morning.
Mhm.
So I remember that I all the week you always have all the weeks to do the homework, right? And
Yeah.
let's say there's a drama or it's a conversation. So when I was in class, oh, I forgot it. I totally improvised, and all the partners were the same, right? So you did it. No, let's improvise together.
And sometimes it went better than the ones that are prepared the
I
homework.
remember that. I remember that. And then a few of the teacher was mad because you did have all the week to do it and you didn't. How is that possible? And and watching see that you did it after you did not study on the weekend. Some of the teacher was mad as well.
Mm.
Okay. It should be like a conversation, all the final evaluation.
Yeah, it would be easier.
Yeah, because at the end, what we need is practice.
Right. Back. Hey, Carlos.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, good. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. It was nice. I didn't do anything actually. I just slept.
It was good then. I was telling the guys that I went to the gym last week, and
Awesome. The
yeah,
whole week?
no, it was like 2 days. The first day I did more like spinning and cardio, but then
Uh-huh.
the other day I was like with the coach, and he was like, making me do a lot of stuff, and then I didn't go to the gym like for 3 days. My whole body was aching. I felt like I was sick.
Yeah, it happens. It has happened to me that when I have like a lot of time, usually when I was at the university, I would skip the gym like for the whole semester because
Uh,
of the classes and stuff. And when I would go back, I would pretend to work out
mm-hmm.
like the same routine and the same frequency and everything. And I would even get this how do you say calentura in English?
Fever?
Ah, fever. Thank you. So I would even get fever and stuff. So try to go like calm. Try to make we like the people call it ensalada.
That's what
Is
I did.
yeah, okay. So and don't stop, like do not stop going, because if you stop going and you start again, the pain will never go, and you'll feel always like that how we can call it, um that malestar. I don't know how to say that in English.
Um, I was the I so I go like I usually go like 2 or 3 times a week to the gym because I'm not a like everyday gym person. But I went like 2 times I think. But yeah, I didn't go for 3 days because I really felt sick.
Yeah,
Like I got fever or something because I
yeah,
spent the whole day in bed.
it happens, it happens. But
But
keep
yesterday,
going. You should like keep going to it.
yeah, like yesterday I went again, and now I feel better. I mean, not I don't feel the same as the other day, like the first time I went, but yeah. But I was feeling weird also at the gym because everybody was like lifting a lot of pounds, and I was like just with the bar.
It happens. It happens, and that's very common. Like the people when they go like the first times, or when let's say for example, if the people that is like big size, like fat people and
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
they think that everybody's watching them because they cannot lift weights and stuff. But no worries, everybody at the gym is just like minding their own business. It's just,
That's what I thought. I was like, man, everybody's watching me lifting nothing.
no, no.
Yeah, me that I'm like maybe not that skinny, but I'm like kind of sort of, and but yeah, people who are like more like this, and then they just lift in the bar. Yeah, I think for them is worst.
No, yeah, do not worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. We think that everybody's watching that. Oh, look at man, that man.
You know what I do watch when somebody's just like lifting in the wrong way, they're using like the wrong technique or stuff like
Ah,
that.
yeah.
And previously in the past, I would go to that person. I would tell them, look, that you're doing it wrong. You have to do it this way. But there's some people that like gets mad, or there are
Yeah,
some
they don't
ladies,
like it.
yeah, or there are some ladies that they think that you are like trying
Flirting,
to get conversation, like flirting with
like
them.
flirting with them.
Yeah, so I try to avoid that. Now I'm just like, oh, you're gonna hurt your back, but I don't tell them. I just
Yeah,
watch them hurt their back.
yeah. It happened to me. Yeah, so that's what people say at the gym. Like that's why you start with very little weight so you don't hurt your muscles.
Yeah.
That's good. Asherbal, I think you're the one missing for the final oral exam.
I think so.
And who else? And Ben.
Me.
Okay. George, you did it last week, eh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but he would like to do it again, he says. I heard you,
Is that
George.
true?
It's not true.
Of course it's not true, eh? He would like to do it again. That was fun. Okay. Hey, is this the first man? Let me see. You guys are in a we call this advanced 2. So there are 3 advanced, 1, 2, and 3. Did you have classes last month with us, or is this the first time? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
you
Yeah.
did. Did you finish the first month and then you continue the second, or did you
Yeah.
have like a,
No, it was like, I think we had just 2 weeks
Oh, week.
only, or less than
Yeah.
2 weeks in the middle.
okay? Yeah, I'm asking you because so our last session is today, so I want to have some rest tomorrow. I want to wake up late tomorrow, but I don't know if they're gonna tell me like, oh no, you continue tomorrow with them. I'm gonna be like, oh yay, that's good.
No, but I think you will be able to rest because they need to do all the paperwork. They need to
Oh, okay.
see who is going to continue and see the list, then send the list, and
But don't get me wrong. I like being here. I like being in front of you. I like you guys. Um, because
but you like
you know.
more resting. We understand.
But it's better to
Don't
rest.
worry, we
But it's
understand.
better to be sleeping in that couch and watching Netflix. No, I'm joking. No, I need money, so I need to. No, for real.
Honesty
No,
is
no, for real.
the
I love what
best.
I do, so I love being here. I mean that
Will you do it
my
for free?
no, no, so then I
Yeah.
don't love it. You got me there. Um, yeah, you got me on that one.
I don't know what to say, right?
Yeah, I should stop saying I love my job. No, but I started working at 7, like delivering classes at 7. Then I continue working with Telas. I do my whole shift until 6 or 7 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. I have another class from 8 to 10 p.m. So that's why I like from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. I'm in front of my computer. So yeah. It's exhausting. Maybe not the work,
Definitely.
but the computer. Especially me that I have I have my laptop, which the one that I'm using, but I also have my 2 monitors there. And I like it to be like bright. So like like the 2 monitors here and my laptop here is like kind of like
I did have 2 jobs when I was 24 years old. That was a long time ago. and I did have two jobs. One of the jobs I had, it was in Export Salva in Lourdes, Colón.
Mm-hmm.
It was from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And my second job was Teleperformance from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I would drive all the way from Ilopango, that's where I lived before, all the way to Lourdes, Colón. I'm talking like that was like 15 years ago. So at that time, the traffic was not like today, because I would leave my home like at 6:10 a.m. in the morning, and I would arrive there like at 6:50, and I would start my shift at 7 a.m. and then I would leave at 4 a.m. Lourdes, and I would get to Teleperformance here in Avenida Olímpica around
Mm-hmm.
4:40. I would eat something, and then I would start my shift at 5 p.m. and I would leave at 9, and then go back all the way to Ilopango. That was on a daily basis from
That was
Monday
fun.
to Saturday.
But
So
with the
I
traffic
do
now,
understand how exhausting it can be. Um, but imagine during that time, at least right now you're at your home. You don't have to drive like 2 hours and stuff like that. So, but it's very exhausting.
with the traffic nowadays, you cannot do it.
Ooh, no, with the traffic today, you wouldn't be able to do that. You wouldn't.
No,
And you know what? The only reason I normally work sometimes like until 8 p.m. the most. But right now, the only reason why I'm doing extra hours and it's only for this month is because these glasses are $300.
so you
And
have
you
to
guys,
pay it.
I had to pay them. I was last month I think I mentioned George, like I was gonna change my glasses and he was like, oh man, I don't want to spend money. But if you go to the to the clinic and you're like, oh, I want to have glasses but like around 100 or 150, they have nothing. So all of the glasses they have, they're like from $300 above. My cell phone it was broken, so I had to buy my iPhone 14. No, I'm kidding. No, it's
What a humble person.
It's an Alcatel.
yeah. No, it's a regular basic phone. And I'm gonna go to Colombia on a week. On the 20th, actually. So if I continue with you, I'm gonna be a week there. So I'm gonna be, hey, hi from Colombia. Yeah, but I normally don't work like that time. I mean, like those hours. It's too much.
Yeah.
Life is good, and
Where are you going in Colombia?
Bogota.
Okay. Are you going to do anything special, like going to a concert or something, or just to?
No, I want to go there because I was not I was gonna go to Dominican Republic at first, but then my best friend had already this trip with another friend because they were gonna go on a business, like get, I don't know, like things for their own business, and I was like, oh, I wanted to do this trip by my own, but then when they told me, I was like, oh, maybe I should go with you, because I wanted to go to Colombia. And then he was like, the other guy is not going anymore to Colombia for the business trip, so only my best friend is going. And I was like, okay, so then I'm gonna go with you. So we're gonna go to Colombia, and we already have a plan, but it's like just for fun.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to go to Cartagena, that would be awesome. Cartagena, it's really good. And domestic flights in Colombia are just like $60 or something like that.
Man,
Round.
it's so no, not cheap. No, it's not the word. It's so affordable
Yeah.
because we were also checking like the Uber. How much is that gonna be from the airport to the hotel? It's like $5. Um, the hotel is not gonna be expensive either. It's like $19 per night, and it includes the breakfast and dinner. So yeah, it's like pretty cool. Cartagena, they told us to go there, so maybe next time. Cause that's
Yeah,
like the beach.
Colombia, it's really cheap, a really cheap place. Also, well, that's the word. That's the wrong expression. Really cheap place. I really like it. Yeah,
It's
affordable.
affordable,
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as Mexico. But if you guys want to feel millionaire, you must visit Argentina.
Really?
Oh, with dollars.
For
Yeah, for
real,
sure.
you must visit Argentina. I was in
Wow.
Argentina like in May, and it was stupid. To be very honest, I didn't like believe how cheap it was. It was like really stupid. I would go to Starbucks. I would get the sandwich, coffee,
Which
the
I never do here because it's expensive.
because that's right. Because if you go and get the coffee, that's $6. If you go and get the dessert, that's another $5, and the sandwich, that's $6. And then, but there in Argentina, the sandwich, the coffee, like the biggest coffee, the venti one, and the dessert, that's just like $12. The three things.
Wow.
If you
Wow.
go and get wasted at night and you go to bars and drink a lot and all that stuff, you would waste like $20-$30.
It would be nice to work from home, but being in Argentina, like
Uy,
us
yeah,
working there.
there's a lot of people that has like their salaries in dollars, and that people is just they're millionaires in Argentina.
What are some good places to visit, like in Argentina?
I was not there just for a week, and I was in Buenos Aires.
Uh-huh.
And to be very honest with you, there are a lot of things just in Buenos Aires, like museums, parks, and stuff like that. And there's a lot of nightlife
Mm-hmm.
that you would not have the need to go to other place in Argentina. But if you want to go like to the Patagonia, if you want to go to
Mm-hmm.
those and all these places, you should like take a little more time, and perhaps I would say 2 weeks, so you can take a look of these places, because you need to take a flight to those places and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really far actually, but you will enjoy that. If you go, for example, um, to imagine if you go to a place like the Pampa, Argentina here, now it's called just La
Mm-hmm.
Pampa. If you go to La Pampa here, you will waste just for you like $20-$25.
That's a good word, waste, because that's a waste.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
But in Argentina, that will cost you just like $8.
and
It's
you can eat all the meat that you want.
You can eat
Wow.
not all the meat, but if you want like these buffets and stuff like that, that will
Mm-hmm.
be like $15. But it's like a lot of food.
But the
We
flight
have-
wasn't expensive.
I'm sorry.
But the flight wasn't expensive.
I took a flight from El Salvador to Chile. That was $404. And from Chile to Argentina, I went with KLM, and it cost like $202. So in total, that was 600 and something.
Wonderful. Round trip.
I'm gonna pay around flight is gonna be $206 to Colombia.
And from Colombia, you can take flights to Argentina, which are like more cheap with other airlines like Aerolíneas Argentinas and some other airlines that go to Argentina from Colombia. And you can make that
Yeah.
you go to Colombia, and from Colombia you take the other flight. But it was, to be very honest with you guys, we had this little cafe which is called Tabac Cafe in French, and we saw it so fancy and stuff, and we said, oh no, that place looks fancy, but we are here in vacations, we're gonna waste anyways, we are here just a week. And we went there, and the breakfast for two people, it was only it was $23.
And it was
And
like very good breakfast.
yeah, you had mimosas, you had coffee, you had juice, you had water, you have all the breakfast, the sandwiches, the entries, and also desserts, we couldn't believe it. Like they put all the food and on the table, and we said like, oh, this is too much food. And the waiter told us, and the dessert is still missing. We're gonna bring you the.
Wow.
We was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it.
I should go then to
Argentina, and to
Argentina.
be really honest, Argentina to me it was not a country that I would want to visit, because I think that the Argentinians are very egocentric. I don't know if that's a word, but se la pican bastante.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you go there, you understand why they are like that, because the city is just amazing. That's just like
Oh,
being in Europe, but here in America. The libraries, there's a library that looks like a theater.
wow.
There's a mall that is called Galeria Pacifico. You can search it on the internet. And this mall has like paintings on the ceilings. I mean, it's just amazing. The city, the
Okay, that's why
food.
then.
That's why they brag too much. And the people is really good looking. I mean, you go there and you feel like you're not in America.
Mhm.
Then you come back to Chile and you look like, oh no, we're coming back to America.
And then you come to El Salvador. Yeah, here we
You come to Colombia, oh no, we're at home now.
My friend told me, I'm gonna go to Colombia, and then it was okay. That's good. And no. He told me, vamos a armar un viaje y vamos a ir a Colombia por producto. And I went, and I,
You need
and I
money?
was like,
You need
oh,
money?
Alerta
I've seen this
aeropuerto.
movie.
You are here in alerta aeropuerto. Be careful.
and I was like, hell no, I'm not going. uh, but I don't know. It was product for their business, which is another kind of business. And
A different movie.
yeah, then no, but I laughed because when you hear that, you're like, oh man, what kind of product you're talking about?
You know that in Colombia the proteins and all these supplements for the gym are really cheap because they have like the production there. They have some stores and some brands. So I bought some big bottles of protein, right? And these big bottles were of vanilla flavor and
Hmm.
strawberry. And when I was coming from Cartagena, they opened like a little hole on the top of the bottle
Oh,
to see if it was not any type of different thing than
uh-huh.
protein, other type of protein. But the funny part is that the one was white and the other one was pink. And
Hmm.
it's funny because on cocaine you also have the white cocaine and the pink one.
Very
Blue
bad
one.
choice.
And I was like, why did they rip the bottles? Why didn't they call me? Because I had like the invoices and everything. But when I came to El Salvador and I opened my luggage, I saw all my clothes were filled with the powder of protein. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh wow. So did
You-
it spilled off all over your clothes, or it was
Not
just
all of it, but a big part of it. And I was like, oh my god, why didn't they call me? Because I had all the invoices and everything.
Mhm.
And next time you just stick a paper, like, call me if you
Call
know
me.
anything.
Yeah, not to
Yeah.
spill it over all over.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Benjamin, I'm gonna start with you, and if we don't have enough time, then Ball, you can send me an audio, okay?
Okay.
But I'm gonna start off with you, Ben.
Okay. So let's improvise
Uh,
then.
I want to improvise next. Oh, you're fine. You're the one who said that, eh? The other day?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're fine.
But I was
You're a fine
that was on
person.
Thursday, not
Yeah,
Monday.
that was Thursday. Yeah. Hey, why is this? Okay. Sorry, let me just super full screen. Okay, you can start.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to talk about a little bit about tips to run a highly effective meeting. And of course, I'm going to improvise. Okay, first of all, we can start with the agenda. And actually, before the agenda, I believe there is some pre-work that we have to do. Most of it when we're going to have a meeting on site. For example, we need to book a room where we are going to handle the meeting. We are going to look for the best time for the people to attend to the meeting. And if applies, we need to coordinate the refreshment. I mean, if we're going to give some snacks or something to the people, right? So this is like the pre-work that maybe we think about before scheduling a meeting. Then regarding the agenda, we need to share the agenda in advance, or that's my suggestion to share the agenda in advance of the meeting, so people can be aware of what's going to happen during the meeting, right? What topics we are going to cover and what section, basically the roadmap of the meeting through the meeting. Then with the objectives, we can give the people, or we can share with the people what's the goal of the meeting, what's the main outcome that we are going to look for during the meeting. Regarding the meeting length, we need to schedule appropriate the duration of the meeting. For example, if we are going to spend just half an hour talking about something, it is not necessary to schedule the entire hour, right? Or in other case, and this is something that I usually do or try to do, that, for example, maybe we were going to use only 45 minutes the people's time, then schedule entire hour, but you can give some minutes back to the people so they can relax, so they can rest a little bit before going to another meeting. So if possible, I will suggest to schedule like a free space before the meeting ends, so you can give some this time to people to do something else, or just to rest a little bit before because sometimes we have back-to-back meetings. Regarding the schedule, this is we need to spend the meeting with some time in advance, so we can give people some time to prepare themselves if they are going to participate during the meeting. Also, we need to look for the best time for the people. I mean, nowadays we have tools like Outlook calendar, so you can see when the people is free. So we can look for a free space, or the most for the most people, if possible, for the meeting, so you can guarantee, so you can ensure that people can join to the meeting without any problems. It is important also to have some feedback during the meeting, so this way you can ensure, you can realize if the people is getting the right information on their side, or if they are having some questions, right? So asking people if they understood, if everything is clear, it is important, so you can move on to the next topic, or if so that you can notice if you need to go back a little bit and talk about something else to clarify the doubts and questions from the people. And last, question and answers. Usually we have at the end a section for Q&A. I think that's a good way to do it. But for me, I prefer to have a little bit, little feedback or little quick Q&A section when you are ending a topic and before moving on to the next one. So this way, I feel like you can ensure that people is going through the meeting as you expected, and you can help them to clarify any question without waiting up until the end of the meeting. So you will have a lot of questions. So if if it is possible, you can include some Q&A section in between each topic. And I think that will help you to understand and to make sure that people understands better the content of the meeting. So that's it from my side.
Okay, thank you. That was 4:30. Okay. Okay, thanks, Ben. You did 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the end. For some reason it is stopped, but it was 4 minutes. Okay, so some of the things that I jotted down here. Can you guys hold on? My mom's calling me. Okay, so some things that I jotted down here are of the highlights. I like your confidence, Ben. Um, I don't know if you were improvising for real, but but it was good. Your confidence is it's good. I liked it very much. And also I really enjoyed the listening, and that's for real. I really enjoyed listening the points during the whole presentation that you were mentioning, because those are the sorry, somebody's writing to me. Yeah, because those were very important, like the beginning, like setting expectations, like giving an introduction, like also at the end doing the recap as well. That's very good. Something that I want to mention is that when we say people, people is plural. So we say people are, so people understand. Because normally we tend to think that people is singular, and we say people is or people understands, but it's really plural. So we say people are or people understand. I think I would say it's like the most important thing maybe to highlight. But overall, it was good. I like the Q&A questions part or tip that you and that's something that I apply before jumping off to another topic. I think doing a Q&A section is better than doing it in the end, because maybe by the end they have already forgotten about what the question was in the first place. Okay, so it was good. Astrobal, you're the one missing. Are you okay if you send an audio? I think it's better.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Or you want to stay and speak
No, I can do it.
the
If you
audio?
have the time. No, I can do both. If you want,
Ah,
I
okay.
can. Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost 8 p.m. I mean 8 in the morning. If you guys want to drop, you're welcome to drop. I'm gonna stay here with Astrobal for the minutes to come, okay?
Okay, thank you very much, Jairo, for the classes, and hopefully we'll see you on the next. If possible, we'll see you on the next.
Yeah,
From Colombia.
yeah.
In Colombia, yeah.
It was nice being with you, like for real. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. Likewise. Then enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Guys,
I will
take
I
care.
will
Bye-bye.
bring some product.
Yeah. No. Well. Well. It depends what kind of product.
Stick a paper, remember, stick a paper. Only if you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna check I'm gonna check my luggage before getting in the plane, because you never know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Are you looking at my? Yeah, you're looking at my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I forgot. No, I have another meeting.
No worries. I can send
Us.
you an audio.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, John already started the meeting. I forgot.
No, no worries. No
You can
worries.
send me the audio. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao.